Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that's not just life-changing but soul-changing. Have you ever felt like something's missing? Like no matter how much you achieve, buy or experience, there's still this lingering emptiness. Well, you're not alone. The truth is, true fulfillment doesn't come from things. It comes from what deeply touches our hearts. And today, we're going to explore exactly how to find that deep sense of purpose and peace. Trust me, you're going to want to stick around for this. Let's start with a simple but powerful thought. God is love. Now, before you think, oh great, another cliché, hear me out. Have you ever had a moment where a simple truth hit you in a completely new way? Like, 1 minute, it's just words, and the next, it's a revelation. For some, this realization happens in the quiet moments, maybe during prayer, meditation, or even just sitting in nature. It's that moment where you suddenly feel connected to something much bigger than yourself, and guess what? That's God speaking to you in the way He knows you'll understand. We often get caught up thinking we have to hear some booming voice from the sky to know God is real. But more often than not, He speaks in whispers, through memories, through moments of kindness, through that gut feeling that tells you, hey, this is where you're meant to be. Let's talk about miracles. Not the parting of the seas kind, though hey, that would be amazing, but the everyday miracles that we sometimes overlook. Have you ever prayed for guidance and then, out of nowhere, the exact answer you needed showed up? Maybe a friend called at just the right time, or you stumbled upon a verse that spoke directly to your heart. Coincidence, not a chance. God moves in ways we don't always recognize in the moment, but when we look back, we see His fingerprints all over our lives. The key is having an open heart and mind to see it. Now, let's get practical. We all know we should pray, but sometimes prayer can feel like talking to the ceiling, right? You sit there, say a few words, and then crickets. Here's the secret. Prayer isn't just talking, it's listening. Imagine calling a friend and doing all the talking, never letting them speak. That'd be pretty one-sided, wouldn't it? Prayer is a conversation. We speak, yes, but then we also sit in silence and give God space to respond. And trust me, He does, sometimes in ways we don't expect. Meditation and reflection are also powerful tools. St. Ignatius, one of the greatest spiritual thinkers, believed that when we reflect on our lives, we start seeing patterns of God's work. So try this. At the end of each day, take a moment to ask yourself, where did I feel God's presence today? You'll be surprised at how much you start to notice. Okay, let's get real for a second. What about those times when God feels distant, when prayer feels empty, and faith seems more like a concept than a reality? We've all been there. Even the most devoted people have moments of doubt. But here's the thing, faith isn't about feeling, it's about trust. Think of it like a friendship. There will be days when you don't feel super close, but that doesn't mean the friendship isn't real. In these moments, keep showing up. Keep praying, keep seeking, keep trusting. Sometimes, silence isn't absence, it's an invitation to grow deeper. One of the biggest barriers to peace, unforgiveness. We hold on to hurt like it's protecting us, but really, it's only weighing us down. Imagine carrying a heavy backpack everywhere you go. That's what holding on to resentment does. It drains your energy, your joy, your peace. Jesus didn't just tell us to forgive because it's a nice thing to do. He told us to do it because it sets us free. And sometimes that means forgiving ourselves too. Confession is an incredible way to release those burdens. Whether it's talking to a priest, a mentor, or just being honest with God, letting go of the things that haunt us is the first step toward real healing. So, where do we go from here? How do we live a life that actually reflects what we believe? It starts with small, intentional steps. Maybe it's dedicating time each morning to prayer. Maybe it's looking for ways to serve others. Maybe it's simply choosing gratitude instead of worry. The goal isn't perfection. It's progress. Each day, a little closer. Each day, a little deeper. That's how real change happens. Alright, friends, we've covered a lot today. If there's one thing I want you to take away, it's this: you are never alone on this journey. God is always there, speaking, guiding, and loving you in ways you might not even realize. The question is, are you listening? If this message resonated with you, don't keep it to yourself. Like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and share it with someone who might need to hear this today. Let's spread hope, one conversation at a time. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Until next time, stay blessed, stay inspired, and keep seeking the truth. See you soon.